Hello, this is Shay Jackson with Hype Math and Reading. In today's video, we will be reviewing for the Texas STAAR Math Test for 7th graders. Our concept is rational numbers. This is part 2. Remember, 7th graders, if you are always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you are. That's by Dr. Maya Angelou. Do you need a math or reading tutor? We offer virtual one-on-one or group tutoring for 2nd to 8th grade students. Parents can click the link in the description box to request a free 30-minute consultation. Our 7th grade STAAR Math Review Workbook is available for purchase in our store. The link will be in the description box so that you can purchase yours today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you will be alerted to new videos we upload. Let's look at problem number 3. And again, 7th graders, you can purchase this workbook in our store. The link is in the description box. Our problem says, the manager of a movie theater randomly surveyed 50 people who entered the movie theater on Friday. The manager asked about the type of movie each person preferred. The results of the survey are shown in the table. Based on the results in the table, which statement about a person who will go to this theater next Friday is true? F, the person is 3 times as likely to prefer comedy than horror. G, the person is twice as likely to prefer drama than horror. H, the person is less likely to prefer horror or drama than action. And J, the person is more likely to prefer horror or comedy than action or drama. So let's look at our table with the survey results. We see in the left-hand column we have the type of movie, and the right-hand column the number of people. So for horror, we have 12 people, comedy, 15 people, action, 17 people, and drama, 6 people. The first question we are going to ask ourselves is, what are we looking for? We are looking for the true statement about a person who will go to the theater next Friday. Our second important question is, what information do we need to find the answer? To help us find the answer, we need the values from our table. Again, we know that for horror, there are 12 people, comedy is equal to 15 people, action is equal to 17 people, and drama is equal to 6 people. How do we solve the problem? In order for us to solve the problem, we need to apply our values from the chart so that we can see which one of the statements in our answer choices is true. So let's dive in. For F, it says the person is 3 times as likely to prefer comedy than horror. Okay, so we know comedy is equal to 15 and we know horror is equal to 12. So if they're saying for our value that the person would be 3 times as likely to prefer comedy, in order to see if this is true, we need to multiply 3 times 15, and that's equal to 45, and our ratio should be 45 to 12 people, but it's not. Again, our value for comedy is 15 and our value for horror is 12. Our value, if this was going to be true, would have been 45, and it is not, okay? Let's look at G. The person is twice as likely to prefer drama than horror. For drama, that's equal to 6, and for horror, it's 12. Now, if we're to determine if there are twice as many people that will prefer drama, we have to multiply the value we have for drama, which is 6. 2 times 6 is equal to 12, okay? But so it would have been 12 on the right hand side. You see how we have our ratio from drama to horror is 6 to 12. Well, that's not correct either, because if it was twice as many people that would prefer drama, instead of that 6 there, it would have been 12. Now, let's go to H. The person is less likely to prefer horror or drama than action, okay? And in order to do that, in order to see if this is a true statement, we have our values for horror, which is 12, drama, which is 6, and action is 17. So, again, our answer choice says the person is less likely. Okay, so we know there's a less than sign in there, okay? They're less likely to prefer horror or drama. Horror and drama will be on one side and action would be on the other side. And that is what we did, because they said that horror or drama should be less than action. So 12, which is horror, plus 6, which is drama, is 18, and that is supposed to be less than action, which is 17. Is 18 less than 17? No, it is not, okay? So H, you're out of there. Now, let's look at J. The person is more likely to prefer horror or comedy than action or drama. And again, we need the values for our movies, okay? For horror, we have 12, comedy 15, action 17, and drama 16. So let's look at what our answer choice says again. It says that the person is more likely to prefer horror or comedy. So horror is 12 plus 15 is greater than 17 plus 6. So action is 17 and drama is 6. So 12 plus 15 is 7. I'm sorry, 12 plus 15 is 27, and 17 plus 6 is 23. So is 27 greater than 23? Why, yes it is. So our correct answer is J. The person is more likely to prefer horror or comedy than action or drama. And that is how you solve that problem. Just going through step by step, putting in the numbers, and then seeing if what the answer choice says is correct based on the numbers that we have and that we calculate. Let's try another one. Number 4. The 200 students in a school band will attend an awards dinner. A random survey of 25 of these students was conducted to determine how many of each meal should be prepared for the dinner. The results of the survey are shown. 12 students want a beef meal, 8 students want a chicken meal, 5 students want a pasta meal. Based on the survey results, which of these is the best prediction of the meals wanted by 200 students? A, there are 16 students who want a beef meal. B, there are 52 students who want either a chicken meal or a pasta meal. C, there are 32 more students who want a beef meal than want a chicken meal. Or D, there are 24 more students who want a pasta meal than want a chicken meal. And what's our most important question? What are we looking for? We are looking for the answer choice that is the best prediction of the meals wanted by the 200 students, okay? Second important question, what information can help us find the answer? All right, the information that can help us find the answer is there is a total of 200 students going to the dinner. Also, 25 of those students were surveyed. And of that survey, 12 of the students said they wanted a beef meal, 8 of the students said they wanted a chicken meal, and 5 of the students said they wanted a pasta meal. So how do we solve this problem? Okay, in order for us to solve the problem, what we need to do is we need to discover the ratio for our students and also the meals that they said they would request, okay? Now, here we have, and look at, now I'm focusing on the bottom. For the 12 beef student, the 12 students that said that they wanted beef, over 25 students is equal to, we have to discover what that N is, because instead of the 25 students, we have 200. In order to do that, we're going to cross multiply. We have 25 times N is equal to 12 times 200, and we're cross multiplying, okay? 25 times N equals 2400, okay? Because 12 times 200 is equal to 2400. Well, we can cross out, in order to get N on the side by itself, we need to divide each side by 25, okay? Because we need that variable N by itself. When we divide 25 on each side, we end up with N is equal to 96, okay? That's for the beef students. Now let's move to the chicken students. We said it was 8 students that said they wanted a chicken meal over the 25 students. Now we want to make a prediction of how many of the out of the 200 students want chicken. We're going to do the same thing. We have 8 over 25 is equal to N over 200, and we need to discover the value of N, okay? So we're going to cross multiply. 25 times N, or 25N, is equal to 8 times 200, which is 1600. Now we need to divide 25 on both sides to find out the value of N. And N for our chicken students is equal to 64. And it's color-coded 7th graders so that you can follow along. Lastly, we have the 5 students that wanted the pasta meal, okay? So we have the pasta meal is 5 over 25 equals N over 200. And again, the N will determine the number of students that want the pasta meal out of 200 students. And it's a prediction, okay? So we need to cross multiply. 25 times N, which is 25N, is equal to 5 times 200. And so we'll have 25N is equal to 1,000. In order to cross out our 25, and you see Miss Jackson forgot our little, but she's going to put it while she is doing the video, because I do not want the 7th graders to be confused, because y'all be like, well, Miss Jackson, well, why didn't you cross out those 25s? There you go, baby. So in order to isolate our N by itself, we're going to divide each side by 25, and N is equal to 1,000 over 25 is equal to 40, okay? So what we have, again, let's do a recap with just the answers. Out of those 200 students, 96 of them want beef. This is our prediction. 64 of them would want chicken, and 40 of them would want pasta, okay? Now that we have those answers, now we can dive into our answer choices to see which one of our answer choices are correct, okay? So let's tackle A first. It says there are 16 students who would want a beef meal. Now this is out of the 200 students. How many did we say would want the beef meal? 96. So is that right or wrong? You can answer the question for yourself, okay? B, there are 52 students who want either a chicken meal or a pasta meal. So in order for us to find out if this is true, what we need to do is add our chicken meal, which is 64, plus our pasta meal, which is 40. 64 plus 40 is equal to 104. Is 104 and 52 equal to each other? C, there are 32 more students who want a beef meal than want a chicken meal. Okay, so in order for us to find out if that's true, we are going to subtract 96 minus 64. Is that equal to 32? Yes, it is. Now, this is a possibility. And you know what? Miss Jackson's going to put it in here. Do I have enough room, y'all? Let me see. Ooh, ooh. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Because I just thought about it. I think it would be a good idea for us to have the numbers together so that, let me see, so that you guys can see it, okay, while we're talking about it. And listen, yes, we are doing this while this video is recording because Miss Jackson wants to make sure that you fully understand what we're doing and you are not lost at all. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing for up here too. Now, we already know this is wrong, but Miss Jackson is going to I'm going to put the answer in. I'm sorry, not the answer. I'm going to put the values in just so you can see. Okay. And then we said chicken is 64 and pasta is 40. But we already know that's wrong, right? Because they said it was 62 students that would want that. Oh, sorry about that. All right. So now we're back. 96 minus 34 is equal to 32. Okay, possibly the right answer. D, there are 24 more students who want a pasta meal than want a chicken meal. So pasta is 40 students and chicken is 64 students. Is 40 24 more than 64? I know y'all know the answer. So based on all of that information, what is the correct answer? Let's look one more time. And y'all pretty smart. I know y'all know the answer. It is C. There are 32 more students who want a beef meal than want a chicken meal. And that is it for this review, 7th graders. Remember, if you need a tutor for math or reading, do not hesitate, parents, to reach out to us. And we have our 7th grade STAAR Math Review Workbook available for purchase in our store. This is Shay Jackson with Hype Math and Reading. I will talk to you later.